All right, so thank you so much. We will get started by just checking in with our body. So before you even come to child's pose, if you want, you can ground yourself in your sit bones and place your hands just on the ground for a moment. So I want you to feel like you are grounding your hands, you're grounding your sit bones, and even with that gentle little touch of your hands, you might feel like you can get taller through the crown. And just take 2 or 3 breaths, as easy and slow as you can let them be. And in the same way, just let yourself be. Notice if in this pose, as you ground, you're able to just check in and see how you're doing. Take one more deep breath and just let yourself exhale down through all that is touching your mat, feeling connected, steady, and present. And then when you're ready, you can come to your child's pose and we'll go a little bit deeper into our body awareness. So knees together, separated. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, shift back, reach your hands, and really allow yourself to rest down. Take a couple breaths where you focus on the exhale and you just breathe out. You let your body relax. And now take a few breaths where you focus on the inhale. So feel how your belly can press against your thighs. That'll stretch your back. And then you can let the exhale, just let it be. So again, focus on the inhale. Feel your energy come in, your body stretch and wake up. And let the exhale be. And take one full breath where you try to notice every single moment. Now let your breath be easy and scan through your body. Start at your fingertips and inch by inch just comb through your body and notice if you're carrying anything. And if there is any tension that you're already able to relax, go ahead and breathe it out. Allow it to soften if it's possible. When you're ready, sweep your hands back towards your heels and we'll let our shoulders open out. So we're just giving a different stretch to the upper shoulder, upper back. And take a couple deep breaths here. So the more you breathe in, the more you might get a stretch through the back. And just one more, simply allowing yourself to rest down and to become a little more awake in your body. And then as you're ready, inhale and we'll come on up to all fours. So take time to move your knees underneath your hips, hands under your shoulders. And we'll start with a few cat-cows. So inhale, lift the crown of the head up and tailbone up, open your heart. And then exhale, round down when you're ready, tuck your chin, and you can even wiggle it out. So keep listening to your body. Inhale, open up the belly, open up the front body. And exhale, round it. And as with all posture, your goal is to keep your spine as long as possible. So even as you're rounding, I want you to think expansion from head to tail out in both directions. And just see if you can expand even through the middle and then down in the opposite position. So do a couple more. And attempt noticing again. What do you notice? What's tight, what's stiff, what wants to be worked on, grown, expanded. And then come on back to center when you're ready. So first let's find our great posture. So I want you to kiss your shoulder blades together slightly in the back. And at the same time, hug your ribs up. So what you did is you created support back and front. And then add that lengthening head to tail. So I want you to feel like you lifted your low belly just by lengthening. And take a deep breath here. Feel your posture just to be able to own it. And then we'll twist. So reach one arm up. You get to pick. So reach an arm up. And stay there for a moment. Think about your hips and try to square your hips back to the mat. So they might want it to open to that side. So see if you can square them back. And then roll your shoulders back behind you. Open your heart through your wrists. And one more deep breath, feeling the power in your expansion. And then exhale, tuck your arm underneath the other, thread the needle, rest your ear to the mat. Your opposite hand can gently press against the ground if that helps you twist. Or you could reach it up, or you could let it rest on your back. Once you've found the twist that you want, see if you can square your hips again, so that keeps the twist in the spine. And then try to loosen into it. So with each exhale, let your muscles melt. And take one more deep breath, just grateful that you brought yourself here and you're nourishing your spine. And then when you're ready to breathe, your arm can come back to center. And inhale, rise on up. And if it feels good, one cat-cow in the middle. So you can kind of just shimmy the heart open and the back open. And then we'll find our posture again. Strengthen the back body and the front. Lengthen head to tail. Take one deep breath. And let's try that on the other side. So inhale, lift your opposite arm. And you can just kind of free flow as you come up. But then once you're there, think about the hips and try to square them again. So you'll feel that uses your core muscles. Roll the shoulders back to make the neck feel long. And then open your heart through your wrists. One more breath. Yes, you look awesome. And exhale, tuck your arm under, nestle the body down, and find the twist that feels good. Whether you press your hand, you lift it, or you let it rest along the back. And now what could you soften as you exhale? What could you let go of in your cheeks, your jaw, your shoulders? Take one more deep breath, just letting your spine get that nourishment as you exhale. And then your arm will come back. Nice deep breath in. And coming to down dog, you could inhale, maybe you want to take one more cow stretch. And then exhale, tuck the toes and push and pull your hips up to downward dog. And take the time you need. So first play around. Maybe bend a knee, extend the opposite heel, rock side to side. You kind of roll your heart and your eye gaze side to side, shift your hips. What would feel good in your body? Keep tapping into that wisdom that's hidden already within you. And then once you're ready, take a nice deep exhale and come to a steady space. Move your feet till they feel good, in line with the hips. Now soften your knees and think about the tailbone lifting out of the body. Think about your hands for a moment and add some pressure that feels even between the fingertips. So your pointer finger as much as the pinky. And then from the strength of your hands, lift your hips a little higher. So you just exhale the hands down, inhale the hips up. And a little postural alignment. Think about swirling the armpits out and a gentle hug right around your ribs if that helps. Take one deep breath. Feel beautiful. Just feel it in your body. Allow yourself to feel present. And then when you're ready, inhale. And exhale, bend your knees, eyes to the fingers, and walk forward. Allow yourself to forward fold. You can just shake it out. Maybe yes and no. Roll the shoulders, move the hips. Again, what would feel great? And now come into your breath. Take a nice deep breath in. You'll feel as if you rise gently because your belly fills. And then I want you to exhale and empty out. And see if your hips will lift a little bit more and head go down. So one more breath. Breathe in, kind of loosen out of it. And then exhale. See where you can take it as you let go. Yes, nice long spine. So bend your knees now. Lift your eyes first, get your blood flow going. Then inhale, press down to rise up. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Wonderful. All right, let's find our first mountain. So step to the head of your mat. Take a moment to lengthen your feet. Maybe you want to lift your toes and kind of grip and spread. Lift your heels and lengthen them down. Soften your knees. And feel your spine. Can you extend it just like you did when you were in all fours? So feel how your belly really helps and hugs. And then shoulders roll back. And where do you want your hands? Maybe you need a little extra comfort. You want one hand on the heart, one on the belly, just to feel present with. Maybe you want to expand with your hands open, just receiving whatever your body needs or wants to tell you. Or maybe hands in prayer, just to focus inward. And now take a breath, feel your feet. Take an inhale, feel the crown. See your body expand. And what is it within you throughout this week, this day, this moment. It just feels like you're longing to grow or expand. And take another breath. Just allow something to rise up. And if it doesn't, practice being present with yourself. Just here, receptive, ready, whenever your body or your spirit wants to speak. Then one more deep breath. Just ground yourself in your feet. Be all here. And from that grounding, let's start to move. Inhale, reach up. So feel the feet down, but yet you're lifting. Exhale, dive down, bend the knees, open your heart. Beautiful. Hands to shins or under the toes, and flat back extend, gorilla. And then exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, step your right leg back first. So find our first low lunge. You could be kneeling or lifted here. Both are great. And then line up your heel until it's under your knee. Feel your thigh bone shine in the direction of your toes. And with your back leg, think the same principles. Hip, knee, toes shining back. And then take one deep breath and see if you can lengthen your spine. And we'll add some twists. So inhale, your left arm is going to rise up. So what you practice, can you take your hips and kind of square them so it feels like you're spinning your right hip out. And then shoulders come back. Take one deep breath up into your wrist. And then we'll make it dynamic. So as you exhale, bring your hand down. And we'll do that 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, reach it up. Hips stay stable. Exhale, let it lower. And one more time. What do you want to grow? Inhale, open it up. And exhale, let yourself fall and ground. Bend your knees, step back to your downward dog. Or you could be in child's pose or puppy pose, anywhere your body wants. And take a nice cleansing breath. Strengthen your hands, lift your tail, soften your knees, and take one more breath. Just notice, how does your body feel in this moment of your life? And then if you want to flow through plank with me, inhale forward to your plank. So you could be kneeling or lifted. Line up shoulders over wrists. And the same thing we did at the beginning. Shoulder blades kiss, ribs hug. Take one deep breath. And then exhale and slowly lower the whole way down this first time. Point the toes back. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. And then pause at the top. And I want you to see if you can loosen any of your vertebrae. So if you feel like the low back is tight, can you draw the belly in and lengthen your tail towards your heels? If you feel like the neck is tight, can you tuck the chin and lengthen through the crown? And then take one deep breath, just appreciating the strength in your back and the length and space you just created. And exhale, let it go. Awesome job. Tuck the toes, push and pull back, child's pose or downward dog or a little of both. And then breathe. Again, notice your body. Notice how it feels different, maybe a little stronger in your back. And take one cleansing, appreciative breath. And then as you exhale, bend your knees and step the right leg forward this time. So we'll be on our low lunge on the opposite side, and take the time that you need. Sometimes there's certain parts of our body that feel stiffer other weeks. Line up, heel, knee, and then elongate from your hip line all the way out through the toes and both legs. Take one breath and see if you could lengthen your spine. And we'll go for our twist. So first one we're going to take nice and slow. So inhale, reach your right arm up. And then as you exhale, think about the hips. See if you can kind of square them. Roll the left hip out. Shoulder blades, let them come behind your body to open your heart. And then one more deep breath in. And here we go. Exhale, hand comes down. And let's do 2 more. Breathe in, let your body flow. Exhale, let it fall. And one last time, just feel what you're growing, let it expand. And exhale, ground. Bend the knees, step forward, and allow yourself to fold. This time, if you like, bend your elbows and hug them. Let your knees be soft, and if you want to add a little wiggle or movement, allow yourself to do that. One more deep breath. And then bend the knees a lot, let the arms fall, and lift the eyes. And when you're ready, inhale up, press down to rise. If you want a little back bend, knees are soft, take your heart up and tailbone back. So the whole spine is in a gentle arc. When you're ready, exhale, arms come down. And we'll find our mountain again. So allow yourself to reset. So it's okay if our posture walks away. That's why we practice over and over. So knees, toes, hips shining forward, shoulders back, tail down. And see if you can expand again. Ground your feet, lift your head. And then where would you like your hands this time? Take 2 breaths just to be quiet and to notice what changed. And then maybe one more moment to reset your intention. And then when you're ready, again, ground the feet and inhale, rise from there. So we grow from that grounded space, yes. And then exhale, dive, knees bend, open heart. Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen your back. Exhale, let it go. Knees bend and step your left leg back this time. So we're on our low lunge, left leg back. So first find your posture. Line up your knees and toes. Lengthen the spine. So we're going to flow through a couple things. So first, feel grounded in the feet. So I want you to push all 10 toes down. And then if you want to rise up, we'll go slow. So just see if you can lift off a couple fingers. So that's going to put it in your core. And then when you're ready, inhale up. And finding your high lunge, line up the knees with the toes again. So you might feel like your hips have to kind of shimmy out to get your knees there. Yes. And then we're going to focus on opening the heart by using our arms. So inhale. As you exhale, just pull the elbows down and back. And then pause about halfway. And just like you back bend, I want you to take your tail out of the body back towards your heel. Lift the crown of the head up. Yes. And then exhale, let the arms fall the whole way back. So hands can be open, thumbs out to the side. And take 2 deep breaths. Feel your strength. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, hands come back down. So take a moment to pause and to strengthen or lengthen the back of the legs. So I want you to take your hips back. We'll be in pyramid pose. So if you want, you could walk towards yourself if that helps. But give your body a breather. So this is a nice little reset. Soften your knees and exhale the crown of the head wherever it wants to go. Take 2 deep breaths. And in this moment, focus on your exhale so you can calm, relax, and recenter. When you're ready, gently bend back to your low lunge and find the back foot. So if you want to move with me fluidly, you're going to find your lunge and then inhale, gently rise. So lengthen the toes, line up the knees with them. And then exhale, elbows in one sweep. We'll come back, find your back bend, hands down. Yes, inhale, rise up. And one more time with the arms. Exhale, let them come down. And then hands back to the mat. Fantastic. So ground your heel. And we're going to come to warrior 2 feet. So turn your toes towards you in the back. And then inhale, windmill up. So left arm rises up and open. And we'll find our warrior 2. So take some time. Reposition to bring your right heel, knee, toes all shining in one direction. And then left leg, knee and toes kind of shine front. Take a moment to breathe and then just find where this knee feels good. So again, line it up. And your spine, can you lengthen head to tail? And then arms, let them reach. So for a moment, just feel your strength. And if it feels good, gaze down your right hand. So it kind of helps you see your strength, see your body coming back into it, seeing how it's an ally, helping you strengthen, lengthen, and be present. And take one more deep breath, just being here, feeling your strength. And then we'll inhale, straighten the legs, and we're going to come to triangle. So we'll reach forward. I often like to bring my feet closer. I feel a little more grounded, so you're welcome to. And then tilt and allow your right hand to come down, left arm up. So So to find triangle, you want your knees to be a little bit soft and lengthen your hips back towards your left heel and then head towards your right toes. Roll the shoulders back. Yes, you look good. And then again, what could you expand? What wants to soften and just be? What wants to strengthen and reach? Top arm, you can let it rest on the back and see if that helps you twist a little bit more open. And take one more deep breath, just allowing your body to shine and to widen. And then when you're ready, left arm is going to sweep up and down. Bend your knees and step back. So again, you could flow through child's pose to downward dog or stay in one or the other. And then find a moment to breathe. Lengthen your fingers wherever you pick. Soften your knees and lengthen your toes. And take one deep breath, present with yourself. What do you need, or what is your body telling you? If you want to flow through plank one more time, we'll inhale forward. So you can be kneeling or lifted. Find your posture, shoulders kiss, ribs hug. And then exhale halfway down or all the way, let your body decide. And inhale up, up dog or baby cobra. And exhale back, downward dog or child's pose. Fantastic. Take 2 deep breaths. What can you celebrate about your body right here in this moment? And one more. Can you just let yourself be celebrating your human body? When you're ready, exhale, bend your knees, and we'll step the left leg forward. So we're on our opposite side. And no rush. I want you to take time to line up your knee, your heel, your toes. Same with the back side. Add a little softness to the back knee. And then start to pick up one finger at a time, allowing your core, your toes, your thighs to help. And then if you liked the high lunge, we'll come on up. So an option is to drop the knee if you'd rather do this a little more comforting. And then we'll find that little back bend. Take your head up and tail out. And exhale, come down halfway with the elbows. Now notice your knees. Take time if you want to reposition. Line them up with your toes. One more deep breath. And very slowly, arms will sweep back. Palms open, thumbs out. And what do you want to allow to rise up in you? What are you nourishing in this moment? When you're ready, inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands come down. Take a pause to ground, and we'll find pyramid pose. So take your legs, your hips back, heels down, soft knees, and exhale. So see how long and relaxed you can allow your spine to become. If you really want to deepen, you focus on taking the hips backward and the head forward. But allow yourself to find how relaxing or strong your body wants this practice to be in this moment. Take one more deep breath. And then gently bend forward to your low lunge. And we'll start by grounding. So feel your feet grounded, toes spread. Gently lift the fingers. And then inhale, rise up. Long spine and 2 breaths. Exhale, elbows come down. Palms open to the side. Inhale, rise up. And one more time with the arms. Exhale, sweep them back. Feel your heart lift. Yes. And then exhale, hands will come to the ground. Awesome job. So let's find warrior 2 feet. Heel comes in, toes point front. And inhale, sweep up and open. And exhale, take time, reposition. Heels, toes, hips, all in alignment. Soften in. So as you exhale, can you scan down your body? Notice if there's any tension that doesn't have to be there. And then add a little softness to your strength. Gaze down your left arm and see it. So when we soften, our bodies are a little more able to put our energy towards where we actually want it. not waste any of that great energy. So take another deep breath. Just notice your body and how much it's caring for you in this moment. Holding you, strengthening you, lengthening. And then when you're ready, inhale and press the front leg straight. Find where you feel steady for your triangle, so I like my feet a little closer. Soften your knees and then reach your left arm forward. Tilt down, right arm up. And start again just by finding your pose. Do you want to shimmy or find a space where you feel like your joints are soft, your muscles are strong, and yet supple? Roll the shoulders back, breathe in. And if you like, top arm can rest on your back. Just let it gently wrap behind you. And then how much do you want to expand? Maybe think about hips going back to the right heel, head going out over the left toes. Take 2 deep breaths, being present with your body, comforting your own self. Inhale. This time as you exhale, soften your knees, place your hands down, and walk forward. So we're going to be in a wide fold. So let your toes turn out, heels in, bend your knees, and then allow your head to hang. And you can just shake it out a little bit. Maybe hug your elbows again if you liked that. And breathe deeply. And now take some time to play. So options are hands could be forward, so you're kind of in a puppy pose, or you're stretching your chest. Hands could go back, fingertips back, where you're rounding, tucking your chin like a cat. Or maybe you want to play with sweeping side to side, holding your ankles. So whatever you do, I want you to soften your knees. That's key to our knee health, keeping our joints healthy for a long time. One more deep breath. Maybe you want to try something else. Gently bend your knees and walk your hands to the head of the mat. And then tuck the leg beneath you. So we're going to come to Pigeon Pose. Just kind of lift it in and then sit your butt onto the mat. So both knees are bent, feet are behind you. Yeah. And then turn towards the short end of your mat. And you can keep your knee behind you bent, or you can kind of walk it straight if you have the hip flexibility. And then the foot right beneath you. If you want it to feel a little bit gentler, you tuck the toes in, kind of heel in. If you want it to feel a little more of a stretch, you flex your foot and kind of bring it up. So you can play with that. Maybe it's different today. And then once you're there, inhale, reach up through the crown. Exhale, soften through the tail. And take a deep breath. Just allow your body to expand. And as you breathe, maybe you notice you could walk the foot back a little more, the head up a little more. So see if you can keep that length. We're going to take our hands wider than your body with your palms up. So kind of a teepee finger there, fingertips down, palms up. Now take the shoulders back. Breathe in again to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bend your elbows and just bring your heart down about halfway. Inhale, lift up. Shoulder blades connect. And exhale, lower. Yes. So the goal is that you're just loosening into the stretch, but you're also opening your heart. You can almost feel a stretch in the biceps or the shoulders if they feel tight. So just as you breathe, you could inhale and rise. Exhale to lower halfway. And just keep it going or hold steady if there's a place in that movement you'd like to stay. 2 more breaths. Soften, allow, and open. And when you finish those, you can inhale, lift up. And we're going to add a gentle twist. So the knee beneath you, we're going to turn towards it. So take your opposite hand, twist towards that knee, and just kind of tuck your shoulder down towards the mat and allow your head to go wherever it wants. It might not touch the ground. You could use the other hand to push into the mat to twist, or to kind of cradle your head for a pillow. And then with each breath, focus on the exhale, draw the belly to the spine, And notice how that's going to loosen, massage, nourish all the muscles in your midsection. Two more breaths. What muscles could you soften even more? And then very gently walk it up. Give yourself a little bit of a rock in the hips before you move, just kind of loosening out. And then when you're ready, sit onto your butt on that grounded leg, and you'll be able to sweep the other one front. And we'll switch sides. If you want, you can kind of rock side to side too, massage your butt muscles in between. And then when you're ready, we'll come to your other side. So sweep your feet now in the other direction. So you have your opposite knee bent here in front. Back knee, maybe it wants to stay bent on this side, or maybe you're ready to take it longer. And then once you've found it, just kind of lift, lower into your sit bones, play with your foot, whether you want it to be pointed, flexed. And we'll lengthen. Inhale, reach up through the crown. Exhale, shoulders sweep back. Tailbone, let it soften. And take a breath. And as you breathe, maybe you notice you have a little more length. Maybe you want to walk your foot back, lengthen your head more, and just one more deep breath. And when you're ready, hands will come wide, palms lifted. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Shoulder blades come to kiss behind your back. And then go with your breath. Inhale, rise, lengthen, find space in the hips. And exhale, lower, soften and stretch. And as you breathe in the quiet, you can do a couple things. You could scan your body, see what else you can soften. Or maybe you want to remind yourself of your intention. What are you growing and expanding? Or if anything rises up that you want to let go of, with each exhale, just let it drop away. And one more time, lift. And when you're ready, come halfway. Tuck your opposite arm across the knee beneath you. Turn towards that knee and just nestle down. Maybe use your hand to twist or make a little pillow. Scan your body. What can you let go of here? Take 3 more breaths. Focus on the exhale, tuck it in, and really allow yourself to simply be. Gentle and slow. Use one hand to help you lift. Nice long open heart. And then sit over to your side, and you'll be able to sweep your legs in front again. So fantastic. Maybe you want one more moment to rock. It's amazing how we have this free butt massage that we never knew about. All right, so when you're ready, come to a steady space and use your hands to kind of lift and put your sit bones back. You can also kind of walk your butt cheeks back. And then take your left leg out, and we'll bend your right leg in. So again, if you want to walk around, you can. So flex your foot for a moment if you like. I like that because it lengthens the calf, and then you can kind of let it go. If that doesn't feel good, just bend your knee. All right, like a wave. Inhale, reach it up. Lengthen your body, and then exhale, reach forward, and allow yourself to settle. So tuck your chin, let your whole back round. And use your breath. Remember when you were in forward fold, how your inhale kind of loosened you out of it. Allow that to happen. And then your exhale deepened you into it. Take your hands across your leg over to your left and see if you can ground your right sit bone. And then breathe down the right side of your body. Tuck your chin again and just lengthen. Gently inhale. Use your hands to help you walk up to sit. And then exhale, put your hand behind. So all I'm doing is putting my hand back. So it's kind of in line with your left leg, but behind you. So your right hand is down. So you can just lift and lengthen the left side. If you want, you could also lift up. So you're almost in a side plank here where you press your right leg down. Yeah. So it's a spiral twist. You're just opening up to the sky. And take 2 deep breaths. 1 more. And then let your body sit. Gentle, slow. And we'll come to the other side. So lengthen out your right leg. Tuck your left leg in. Find your sit bones again. If you like that flex your right foot and then let it drop. And here we go, like a wave. Inhale, reach up to create length. Exhale, take it with you as you lean and reach. Allow yourself to rest now. Tuck your chin. And each breath out, sink and expand through the spine. And wherever your mind is, bring it back to your breath. And deepen the inhale, deepen the exhale, and just allow yourself to be present in how that feels. Take your hands, walk them over to your right side. See if you can ground the left sit bones, and then lengthen through the left side waist. One more deep breath. And gently come back to center. And use your hands to walk yourself up. So this time we're going to spin the left arm back behind us and then reach the right. And if you want to come off, you press your left leg down. Yep. And just let your heart shine. Shoulders roll back. Extend your body, wrist to toes, and take 2 more deep breaths. Allow your body to feel beautiful, open, strong. When you're ready, exhale and slowly come to sit. Fantastic. So take your feet now in front. We're going to find our sit bones and kind of slowly make our way to the mat. So I hope at this point you feel worked, open, elongated. So if you don't have your sit bones, kind of find them again. And then we'll take our shoulders, roll them back, feel your heart spread. So let's start by holding the thighs today. So just hold the thighs, roll the shoulders back again. Inhale, feel this compassion in your hands, lift in your heart. As you exhale, tuck the tail. You can keep your thighs there. And I want you to just feel like your belly is hugging your body, kind of loving you from the front side. See if you can relax your hip flexors. And then inhale, if you want, we'll take one leg up and just let it kind of shine out. It's a modified bend. That foot comes down, other leg, just let it come up, shine it out. If you want to come to the full boat, you'll take both legs up. You can hold your thighs. And then if you want to take one more breath with your arms out, just let your body reach and strengthen the core. When you're ready, exhale, lay your body down, reach overhead, let your belly expand, hip stretch, and if you want, you can kind of wiggle your butt back and forth, open your hips, loosen up. Take your left leg and hug it into your heart. And then like you stir a pot, just stir your knee in a circle. And then change that direction. You're just kind of loosening up the hip. And then take your left leg into the air and hug behind it, very gently. And roll your ankle now both directions. With your left hand, hold on to your shin, the back of your thigh or your toes. And gently let it open to your left. Your right hand can rest on your thigh to keep your hips steady. And if it doesn't feel good, feel free to bend your knee if you'd rather do something gentle. And then gently let your left leg lift and keep it straight in the air. This time take your left thumb, tuck it into your hip, and just hold it there. Right hand, hold the outside of your thigh, outside of your calf, and just let the leg come across only an inch or two. So this left thumb is keeping you in place. So you're stretching the outside with the left leg. Yeah. One more deep breath. Then gently hug your knee one more time. And coming into a deep twist, cross your left knee over your body. Look to your left, reach your left arm out. Right hand can go out, or it can kind of touch your belly for compassion, or your leg for comfort. Whatever feels good in this moment. Can you soften your hands, your face, your chest? One more deep breath, focus on the exhale. And then come back to center. This time hug your knees, make a little ball, and really reach the hips and head. And then exhale, we'll lay the left leg long straight, hug your right knee, and very gently. So you can bend your left knee if you like. Stir your hips. So you're just going to take your knee and kind of rock it around, change directions. And then take it back in, and this time lift your right heel up, hold behind the leg, roll your ankle in both directions. Come to a steady place and just take a few breaths. Make sure your knees feel soft. One more exhale, try to ground your body through the back. Left hand to your left hip. Hold your right leg outside your thigh or calf, and just let yourself open it up. Take a few deep breaths, and what could you soften here? Chest, face, hips, knees. Inhale, lift your right leg straight up. Take your right thumb into your hip joint and hold it there. Gently let your right leg cross just an inch or two. If you want, you can hold it. You don't have to. And then scan your body. What could you soften? How can you make this feel even better? Hug your right knee. And when you're ready, cross it over your body. And then look to your right. Your right arm can go out. And left hand wherever you'd like to allow it to rest. And with each breath, exhale, hug the belly button to your back and feel how that massages your inner organs. Gently roll back to center. Hug your knees one more time. So make that little ball. Lift your head. We're going to turn it into joyful child's pose. So lift your heels, lift your fingers, reach, reach, reach. You can even hold the feet with shins. And then happy baby. Lay your head back down. Knees, bend them outside your rib cage. And you can hold on to the inside or the outside of your feet. And if you like, you could even rock. Last couple of poses. So take your feet and press them together, and then let your feet fall to the mat, knees open like a book. Your hands, start them first, one hand deep on the belly, and one hand under the left side of your chest. Above it, find your heartbeat. Breathe down into your lower hand, and see how much you can move that hand. It's amazing how our breath will naturally calm us when we deepen it. There's a nerve that runs right below the lungs. And when you inhale fully, it instantly calms you. Now let your arms reach overhead, and your back will come off the mat just a little bit. You can really reach, or maybe you want to hug your elbows and rest more. But the goal is just to let your hips open, your heart open, a very gentle back bend and heart opener. Take 2 more breaths and savor what feels good. Take your hands to your thighs and use your hands to guide your knees back together. And last but not least, legs come up. So we're going to be in legs up wall. Take your thumbs right beneath your tailbone so that will support you since we're not against a wall. As you exhale, let your shoulders drop back to open your heart. You might even lift and tuck your shoulder blades beneath you. And then take a cleansing breath. Exhale, ground the back body all the way through the neck and head so you can melt. Now this pose is one of those little miracle poses. It looks like you aren't doing anything, but in reality you are nourishing your body, helping your circulation, your joints and your legs and feet, helping with sleep at night, balancing your emotions. So take 3 more deep breaths and simply allow yourself to receive the gift of this pose. Now, is there anything else you'd like to do before relaxation? Go ahead and let your body do that. Or maybe you want to get a sweatshirt or something to stay warm. When you're ready, find your most relaxing position. So maybe your feet are out or your knees are bent so they can touch. For a moment, turn your thumbs out so you can lift and tuck your shoulders. And then your hands today. Maybe you do want them open next to you to still be receptive and just to be grateful for this life that you are receiving. Or maybe you liked placing them on your belly and your heart to feel present with, compassion for, and how your body is just loving you from the inside out. So find what would feel best in this moment of your life. And then take 1 deep breath in, feeling your body rise and expand. And your exhale, see if you can melt and feel heavier, the gift of being held. And then we'll use our awareness. So first, start by hearing every sound. What can you pick up? And as soon as you notice a sound, practice laying it down and letting it float away. Maybe you want to turn it into a little boat that you lay on a river and let it drift off. Take another moment, just notice every sound. Practice your ability to let go of things and not get worked up by every little moment. And then come back into your breath. Take another big inhale. Just feel how your body changes as you breathe in. And feel your exhale. Feel how it melts and relaxes, grounds. Now take your awareness into other sensations. So what do you feel against your skin? How many textures? How about temperatures, tastes, smells, light and dark? And as soon as you're aware of something, maybe imagine allowing that to float away as you lay it on top of a river and gently let it drift off in the distance. Just being present to, aware of your life in a calmer way. And then come back into your breath one more time. That nice big inhale, feel it rise. Your great exhale, feel yourself melt. And then coming a little bit deeper, notice the muscles in your forehead. And as you breathe, exhale and let them smooth. They'll come through the body. So now notice the muscles around your eyes and your cheeks and your jaw. Breathe in. And exhale, let the muscles melt back. Inhale, feel the muscles in the neck. And as you exhale, let them melt as your head just lays back. Inhale, feel the muscles in your chest and your heart. And as you exhale, allow the shoulders and upper back to ground so your front body can melt. Inhale, feel the muscles in the arms and the hands. And as you exhale, let them lower, ground, melt, and smooth. Inhale, feel the muscles in your belly and your mid-back. And as you exhale, allow them to become free and wide. Inhale, feel the muscles in your glutes and your hips. And as you exhale, let your low back and glutes ground so your hips can widen and soften. Breathe in and feel the muscles all the way down your legs and feet. And as you exhale, allow them to melt and to free. Bring your mind into your breath now. For the next few minutes, I simply want you to feel the way your belly rises and falls, and all the sensations around your breath. As soon as a thought or a feeling or a sensation rises up, I want you to practice that letting go. Gently place it into a boat or on a leaf on top of a river, and let it gently float away until you can't see it anymore in the distance. Over and over, practice coming back to your breath and letting go of what rises up. Take another moment. Is there anything else that you want to let go of and let drift away? Seeing the power that you do have in awareness to let go of what is not serving you any longer. And then in this cleared, open space, notice the good within you. Notice what wants to grow and blossom. Notice what you're grateful for. And for just a few more seconds, I want you to take all that into your mind, that positive, what you're growing, what you're grateful for, and just hold it in your awareness. And now let it all go. Just let yourself be. Feel your body against the ground. Feel the air. Take 2 deep breaths and just allow yourself to be. And then the joy of that freedom. You can start to wake up your body. Maybe move your fingers and toes first. Start small. And then roll your wrists and your ankles. What does your body want to do next? Maybe you want to hug the knees and rock, lengthen, any movement at all. In your own time, bend your knees and roll to one side. No rush. Cradle your head in your arm. And take a breath where you feel the ground beneath and allow it to cradle you. Allow yourself to be held. Feel how the ground is holding you up. The air is keeping your body alive. And your body itself is heart beating, breath breathing. You are cared for. So take one more moment and simply be held. When you're ready, use your top arm and press yourself up to sit. And find a nice easy sit. You can find your sit bones. And we'll finish with a deep breath together. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, namaste. So thank you so much for doing this. I hope that you feel better all body and spirit. Thanks so much. Namaste. Hi, so thank you so much for doing this practice. I really do hope that it helps you to feel better, stronger, more in touch with your body and what you need, and able to adjust to care for yourself. So I am Rachel Linheisey, and I am so glad that you joined me for this. And please say thank you through donating in the links below. But I just really am grateful that you're caring for yourself. You can also check out my website for when other classes I teach live if you want to join, or message me for any questions about your practice. Thanks so much. Take care.